Hey y'all, this is Kim with Creative Escapades. Welcome to my channel and thank you for joining me today. Let's jump right into our video and see what we can create. I am working on an 8x8 gallery wrapped canvas and I'm going to be doing my version of the bloom technique. Go check out Shelly Art's channel. She's the one that created this technique, perfected it, and she teaches an online course for it. What I'm doing is just using what I have in-house to try to see if I can get that floral bloom look to my canvas. And the colors I'm using is for this dark turquoise. It's the Primary Elements Luster Pigment Mermaid, and I used about 1/4 of this little tiny spoon of the powder, and then I used a full spoon of the Polycrylic Wax Varnish and mixed it in there until it dissolved. So then my next color will be this Liquitex Quinacridone Magenta, and for this I used 1/4 teaspoon of the paint and about 2.5 tablespoons of Floetrol. And then I threw in about 1/4 of this spoon of this Primary Element Bling Red Sparkle, just to give it kind of a shiny, shimmery, sparkly look to it. And for my cell activator, I'm using the Primary Elements Bling Gold Sparkle, and I mixed about 1/4 of that spoon with 1 spoon of the Polycrylic Varnish. And then for the pillow paint, I had some white ready to use semi-gloss from Walmart. I don't know the exact brand. It probably was the Walmart brand. It's the cheapest one that Walmart sells. And I had used this on another project. And I'm not really crazy about using house paint in my pours because it's so thick. I could thin it down, but I just don't like using it. So this is going to be an experiment for me too. I put some here in the center of the canvas, and it looks like it's really, really thick. I want to adjust my lighting a little bit so you can see it better. But it stands up off the canvas really high, and I think I probably should have thinned it out a little bit, but we're going to go with it. I've got it down here. Let's see what happens. And before I start, I want to spread it out just a little bit because I want to do more than one little puddle on this canvas. I'm going to do 5. I'm going to do one kind of towards each corner and then one in the center. And I'm just taking the spoon and letting it basically just run off the spoon into the white. And you want the puddle to stay on top of the pillow paint, because when you go to blow this out, you want it to go over the paint and not sink underneath it, or that is the goal. We're going to see if it works or not. So now I'm ready to add my cell activator. This is the Gold Dust, or the Bling It Gold. And I'm just covering up each of the little puddles. And then I didn't record the part, but I just went around and pulled the paint out to the edges of the canvas, so that when I go to stretch this, it will be easier for my colors to move. And I'm just using lung power and pushing this little puddle over the pillow paint and hoping to get a floral design. So I'm trying to blow it out like I have petals there, and hopefully that will encourage the paint to move in that flower design when I go to stretch it. I'm going to tell you that this is probably the messiest paint pour that I've done. There's a lot of paint on this canvas, and that was one of the things that many of the other artists had said, that you do have to use a lot of that pillow paint to get the effect. And while I was blowing, I ended up with paint everywhere. I got too close to the canvas, and when I blew onto the paint, it blew up and I had paint on my lips. So it was just everywhere. But I'm really thinking that it's a cool technique. I'm already seeing cells forming and kind of have a floral design going on here. I know that once I start stretching it, probably going to lose some of that design, but we'll see. We'll work with it and try to, in the end, achieve that floral look. And I can already see, as I'm starting to stretch it, that I am going to lose some of that design, and put some more of the pillow paint or the house paint around the edges so that it would encourage the other colors to stretch across the canvas. Just trying to pull out some of that color, but I'm feared I'm losing some of it. So I'm going to have to work with it a little bit more. But before I do anything else, I'm going to make sure my sides are covered. Just touching them up anywhere I see bare canvas. And then I'm going back in with another little puddle right here. And I'm going to blow it out. Go in different directions. I'm going to continue to blow some of the other puddles that's already down there, and adding a little bit more right here, just because I want to have some of those colors darker. Some of it is looking like it's getting lost into the house paint. And I just want to make sure that I'm going to have enough color on the canvas itself. Now, it may dry and those colors may rise as it dries. I don't know. We're going to just go with it and see what happens. And I'm going to add a few more places and blow them out. Starting to slowly but surely see some floral look to the design. I think I need a little bit more right here. There's not a whole lot of the mermaid color that is standing out, but you get those hints of it all around the canvas. And the magenta and the mermaid mixed, and I was hoping that it would, and I would get that some shades of purple in there, and you can see where the gold is veining and selling up in there, and I love it. This is really I can't even describe what I'm seeing as I'm doing this. is much brighter than it actually looks on screen. This area right here, I'm already seeing a flower emerge. And you can see those little hints and veins of gold. It is really starting to look cool. And it's going over the edge of the canvas, and it's selling as it runs down the side. Also, a couple places look like it's like a stem or a leaf, and it's really, really taking on a cool effect. Loving it, loving it, loving it. So I'm just going to touch up a few little places still on the side where I see some of the bare canvas. And blow out a couple more little places. Just working with it. I'm going to put another one right here. I'm not minding so much that the colors are blending into the white house paint, as long as I have that hint of floral design all over the canvas. I'm just about out of that deep turquoise, so this will probably be the last little puddle that I do. Just going to blow it out. Sorry, my big head's in the way. I'm going to have to reposition my camera next time. It's right above my head, and this wasn't too good for this technique. And I was out of the Mermaid right here, so I just did the pink and the gold. And this is how it looked after setting overnight. The magentas really have deepened in color. The Mermaid has kind of maybe muted a little bit, but you can still see that color in there. You're getting that shimmer of the gold, all those cells. It's just awesome. And it does resemble a flower. It's absolutely amazing technique that Shelley has created. And like I said, I did not even come close to doing all her tips and tricks and the ingredients that she actually uses to create hers. You need to check out her channel though, because she's got some amazing stuff on there. And right here, it's run down over the side. I got cells coming up on the side. It just looks like the flower is just kind of draped over. And it is so cool. I don't understand the science of it. I don't even really want to that much understand. I just love the experience of putting the paint down there and trying different techniques and getting really, really cool results. I don't think that I could create this with a brush and paint. And this is just, it's amazing to me. It's one of the reasons I so enjoy the acrylic pouring and even the resin pouring, because the results are just stunning. This is the side where I'm getting some cell action, and it's ran down the edge there. And I love how the design goes over the edges like that. It's really, really neat. You can see the gold shimmer there in the center and all around the edges. Just so much going on here, but it still leaves that impression of flowers. This is the deeper colors that I wanted to kind of pull up away from that muted colors where it has mingled with the house paint. And so far, no cracks, so I'm hoping that it stays this way. And I hope you've enjoyed watching me do this paint today. If you have, please click like and share. You make my channel grow when you do that. And I can't even begin to express how thankful I am for you that watch and share. If you have any comments or questions, you can leave them below in the comment section. I love to hear your feedback. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel, you can do that now. Ring that bell. You'll get notified when I upload future videos. And I want to thank you for joining me today. And I hope to see you in my next creative escapade.